Here we have verse 16 of the 16th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. Jesus, having his disciples with him at Caesarea Philippi, puts the pointed question to them, who do you say that I am? After he's solicited opinions by other people in the broader community, he's focusing in now on them. And of course, this famous response is provided by Peter, presumably speaking for everybody. Apokrithes from apokrinomai, I answer. This is an aorist participle. So technically we'd render it as having answered. It's an idiom common in the New Testament, usually rendered as Peter answered and said, but it is the aorist here. So we have having answered, postpositive da, Simon Petros, Simon Peter, having answered, apen, said. Third person singular, aorist active indicative, and this great confessional statement, su, added for emphasis, so you, this is the second person singular up front to give it additional weight, you, a, from ami, I am, second person singular of the verb, so you are, and then ho Christos, the Christ, the anointed one, the Messiah. This is the Greek word for the Old Testament word Messiah, so you are the Christ. Again, the definite article, the huios, the Son, to theou, of God. The force of this with the definite article used twice is suggestive not simply of a general idea of sonship, a kind of a broad classification of those who were obedient to God, but this would actually go to the idea of substance. You are the Son of God. That is, you share the very substance of God, and that is what distinctively qualifies you to be the Son. So the Son of the God, true God here. And then again in apposition to it, the present participle to zontos. This is from zao, I live. The living one. So this is a genitive present participle that goes along with the Son. So the Son of the God, the living one, would be the idea of the true God, the one that is actually alive and participating in human experience. So of course that confessional statement, which comes awfully close to a confession of deity, you probably can't quite affirm that, but it's so close that it's commonly taken as reaching that point. Whether or not Peter had that fully in his mind at that moment is an open question. He certainly didn't understand the implications of Christ being the Messiah, since he's going to be misinterpreting it in the extreme soon enough, and Jesus will have to rebuke him rather sharply with that regard. But nevertheless, the confession itself is certainly right on the mark. It's true, it's correct, it is faithful to biblical witness. And it has certainly been one of the most important statements in the Scriptures describing the true character of Christ.